Konnichiwa, and greetings from New York City. My name is Zulu, and firstly I want to say that I wish I could be there in person to honor the memory and celebrate the life of one of my favorite people, Riko Yoshida. Riko was a significant part of my life for as long as I can remember. She wasn't a constant fixture, but a consistent visitor, making appearances throughout my early life and after. As a young child, I can't express how excited I was every time she came to town. I would anticipate and count the hours for her arrival. She was much like a favorite distant relative, truly family, and like an auntie. Riko first met my family in the mid-1960s while she was attending Columbia University for photojournalism and living in Harlem. She befriended my grandparents, Yuri and Bill Kochiyama, who were very active in social justice causes in Harlem where they lived. As a matter of fact, it was at an anti-Vietnam War demonstration that Riko first met my parents and I. This was probably around 1970. I was at that time 2, and even from that, initial meeting and connection, this lifelong bond sort of was created. Riko really was driven to document Black culture and present it to the Japanese people with a new and humane perspective. As a child, she took me everywhere and introduced me to everyone and celebrities even, like Alvin Ailey, Jimmy Cliff, Marvin Gaye, just to name a few. Sometime during the mid-1970s, she even visited my father's family in Mississippi. She was there to document Black culture in the Deep South, and she stayed with my father's family. She taught them how to cook fried rice and even took pictures at a family wedding. During my first visit to Japan, traveling with my Uncle Eddie, Riko was really nice enough to allow us to stay with her for about a week. This was probably around 1991, and it was a trip worth remembering. Lots of drinking and eating amazing meals, including Mayumi's famous Thai green chicken curry. About 5 years later, I returned to Tokyo with my streetwear brand, and I remember she was wearing one of our designs, and our Japanese distributors were so impressed that I knew her. My last memory of Riko was many years later, maybe like 2011. I happened to be in Tokyo for work, and Mayumi took me to visit her. Mayumi had cautioned that Riko's memory was going, but I was pleasantly surprised when we got there that after a few minutes she recognized me, and we got to talk, and she asked about my family, and we all went to a nearby restaurant for dinner and had a lovely evening. This was around the time Riko's classic book Harlem Angels was reprinted, and I remember asking Riko, which is your favorite image? And she didn't answer at first. I think it would be tough because all of them are probably like her children. But she just smiled, that beautiful smile of hers, that smile that just lit up a room, and will always be etched in my memory forever. So I miss you, Riko. Rest easy, keep smiling, and much love.